All right, so this is on parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel means that they look like this. They run alongside each other and they never touch. They aren't going to intersect. They look like railroad tracks. So what do you think that means about their slopes? If they run alongside each other like that, they have very good, the same slope. So this is write two equations where the lines would be parallel. We're just going to make something up and it's going to be y equals mx plus b. Can y'all give me a single digit number? We'll just invent an equation. Okay. So if you do y equals 2x plus 7, and then I heard somebody say 4 as well. We'll say y equals 2x minus 4. It doesn't really matter what the y-intercept is, but do you see how they have the same slope? It's both 2. Yeah. Then they're parallel. They're never going to run into each other. That is. Okay. I'll just keep listening.
This one?
Yeah, but I'm not there yet. So just hold on. All right. Perpendicular lines are going to look like this. Do you know what kind of angle that means that they meet at? All right. They meet good. A right angle, which is 90 degrees. They meet at a right angle. So, or 90 degrees, like a corner of the room. So instead of the same slope, they have what is called opposite reciprocal. I'm going to explain what that means. Opposite means you change the sign. So if it's positive, you make it negative. If it's negative, you make it positive. It's the opposite. Reciprocal means you flip it over. So instead of 2/3, you would have 3/2. You flip it. Do you get what I'm saying? Flip it over. Okay. Opposite reciprocal. So let's make up an example that looks like that. So I need a fraction number. Go ahead. You can make one. I need a fraction. Let's go with 3/4. So 3/4 x plus 8. Again, that last number kind of doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is make it opposite. So since this is positive, we're going to make it negative. And then you just flip it over. So what do you think it's going to be? Yeah, negative 4/3 x. And then the last number, again, doesn't matter. Like you could put like plus 900. It doesn't matter. We're just talking about the slopes here. So looking at this line, this is line W. We're going to find the slope. Look at all your pretty points in there. And you can draw in the triangle if it helps you. This goes up how much and over how much. You're just going to count the little boxes. 3/1, which is just 3. Good, good, perfect. We got there. So the slope of this line is 3. So off to the side here, I'm going to do this one first. If the slope of this line is 3, what's the slope that's parallel? 3. Good. It's the same, the exact same number. What would be the slope perpendicular for 3? Now it's tricky because it's a whole number, so be careful. And it would also need to be good, negative 1/3. Okay. Now I need for you to watch for these ones because I'm going to end up using the calculator and I need for you to just watch. Do you see how the slope of this line is 3? I don't love that it's 3 because we just did 3. All right. But we want to find all the ones with a perpendicular slope. So again, if this is 3, perpendicular means we want negative 1/3. So I need for you to watch. I'm going to share my screen. I hope I have Desmos up. Good. I do. And I'm going to type in that first one. I'm going to type it exactly the same way it looks. Do you guys see what I'm typing? Are you looking at your paper and then looking at what I have up there? I literally just typed it. So does this have a slope of negative 1/3? Do we go down 1/3? It doesn't look like it to me. It looks like it's going down way more. What is it, like down 3/5, I think it is. Okay. So no, we don't want that one. We're looking for a negative 1/3 slope. So now I'm just going to test the next one. So let's type that one in. What is that? Negative x minus 3y shush equals 6. Does that look like it goes down 1/3? Negative 1/3 slope. Yes. Okay. Down 1/3. We do want that one. Again, this slope was 3, so perpendicular, we want negative 1/3. So let me test the last one. What do you guys think? Are you just going to guess? Yes or no while I'm typing it here? No, okay. Maybe. All right, 12x minus 4y equals 8. Again, we're looking for negative 1/3. Well, that's not negative at all because it's going up, so it can't be that one. So we don't want that one either. All right, go ahead and flip it over. Are you with me there? Now we're going to actually write out some equations. So we have to review our forms, like our recipes there. Slope-intercept. Hey guys, that's the one that has a slope and the y-intercept. So which one is that? If it has a slope and a y-intercept. Good. Y equals mx plus b. B is the y-intercept. M is slope. B is the y-intercept. And then point slope is the other one. It's y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. That's your point slope form. So we're just reviewing this. So it says, writes the equation that is perpendicular. You have to read. I mean, it's bold and underlined, but you have to read. Perpendicular to this line. So, hey, kiddos, look. What is the slope of this line? Do you see that? -3/2? 3 seconds, 3 halves, 3 twos, whatever. It's 3 halves, but -3 halves. We want the perpendicular slope. So off to the side, right? M equals, what is the slope perpendicular to this one? You need to focus for me. What is the slope perpendicular to this? 2/3. And is it positive or negative? It's positive. Good. Now here's my suggestion to you. Scribble this out. Because, and I will tell you from experience, what happens is people go back and try to use the 128 or use the -3 halves. You're done with that and you don't want those numbers, so scribble them out. All right. These are the numbers you want to use. So it's going to start out y minus which number? Good. So it would actually be y plus 2. Good. Equals. Stay quiet and focus. What comes next? 2/3. Good. Parenthesis. Good. And then once you get it set up, you're pretty much home free. You just need to rearrange it a little bit. We're going to distribute the 2/3. So it'll be y plus 2 equals 2/3 x minus, and I will be your calculator here. You would type in 2/3 times 6. Your calculator will tell you 4. And then what's your last step? Minus the 2. So it would be y equals 2/3 x. What's our last number going to be here?
Negative.
No, negative. Good. I'm going to pause until you flip that over and write down everything I've written down. We're all going to sit here silently until it's written down. That's how taking notes works. Did you write it down?
Yeah, I'm tired.
If I walk over there, it's all written down?
I'm staring at it.
Okay. You got good friends there.
What if they were to say you didn't do it? You did it for it.
You know what the writing it down thing is for me? It's 2 things. Number 1, it's respect. I don't give you tons of notes so you can write it down. And number 2, if you write it down, you are more likely to remember it. I'll pause here. So parallel to this line. So hey guys, what is the slope of this line? -3. That means that's the slope that we want as well. Parallel means same. So off to the side, right, you want your slope to be -3. And then here's my suggestion. Scribble that out. Because you don't want to go back and try to use that 500 or something. Once you decide what slope you want, just scribble it out. All right, now these are all your ingredients. You just need to put it together into your recipe. It'll be y minus which one of those numbers? 8. Good. Y minus 8 equals your slope, -3, parenthesis. Good. It would be minus -4, so plus 4. You guys are nailing that. That's really good. And then you're going to distribute the -3. So that will be -3x minus 12. And then what's your last step? Plus 8. Did you get the answer already? What'd you have as your last number? Good. Y equals negative 3x minus 4. So number 3 says, we're gonna write the equation. No, because I didn't remember it. That is what? Parallel or perpendicular? You gotta read. Right, parallel. It's bold and underlined, so make sure you're paying attention. Parallel to this line. Parallel means what about the slopes? Same. So whatever slope this has, that's what we want. Now here's the thing. Unlike the ones before that, we were able to just look at it and see what the slope is. Since I can't tell what that slope is, I'm gonna go and type it into Desmos. So can you guys all just watch, please? All right, it's 10x minus 5y equals 150. And I'm gonna find it. There it is. And we're gonna count the little boxes, okay? You have to find some pretty points and count the little boxes. Can you look up here? I have one there and one there. So it's up how much, over how much? Good, up 2 over 1. So our slope is 2. If this slope is 2 and it says parallel, we want a slope of 2. As an extension question, what if it said perpendicular? What would be the perpendicular slope for 2? Negative 1/2. Good. Okay. Then my suggestion is scribble this out because you don't want to reuse any of those numbers. These are the numbers you want to look at. You have all your ingredients, just put it together into your recipe. It would be y minus what? Look up here. It will be y minus which number? 1. Equals, what number is going to come next? 2. Good. Parenthesis, x plus 5. Good. It would be minus negative 5. So plus 5. And then you're just going to rearrange it. So we're going to distribute the 2. That'll be 2x plus 10. And then your last step is add over the 1. So y equals 2x plus 11. So if you don't know what the slope is just from looking at it, type it into Desmos, count the little boxes. You just got to find 2 pretty points and then count the little boxes. Now these last ones, I need for you to listen to me. Look up here, because this is our Hoy bucks. Just look, because I'm going to act it out with my hands. Horizontal's this way. If you have another horizontal line, they are what? Parallel. Okay, you can't see around. We'll try again. Horizontal this way. If you have another horizontal line, they are parallel. Good. If I have a vertical line and another vertical line, they're parallel. But if I have a horizontal and a vertical line, they are perpendicular. So parallel means same. Perpendicular means opposite. Yes, go ahead.
If they were like this.
Eventually they would meet and it would be.
No, what if the line was right here? How do you end the line?
All right, so look. Well, that wouldn't be a line, that would be a segment, and you'll talk about that next year in geometry, but you got to pass this class first, all right? Do you see how this says parallel? Look, you have to read. Do you see how that says parallel? And do you see how this one is y equals? It doesn't even really matter what that number is. Do you see how it's y equals? Parallel means the same. That means we also want y equals. And looking at this point, which one is your y number? 5. That's the answer. That's all you have to do, but you have to pay attention and read and understand what I just said to you. Look at this one. Do you see how it says parallel?
Yeah.
And do you see how this is x equals? It really doesn't matter what that number is, but it's x equals. You see that? Parallel means the same. So good. We want x equals, and your x number is -2. Now look at this one. Now it is easy, but it's also hard because you can get it backwards very easily. So you got to listen to me and practice it. Do you see how this one says perpendicular? If this is y equals, that means we want x equals. Perpendicular means the opposite. And what's your x number? 1. Good. No. Yeah, vertical and horizontal. It doesn't even really matter what that number is. It's just that it's x equals or y equals. Oh, no, you don't flip any of those numbers.
So you flip the Y?
The y or the x. Yeah. So look, it doesn't matter that this is 79. Forget that. Don't even look at that. Perpendicular means it'll be opposite. So since this is x equals, we want y equals, and then which one of these is your y number? -7.